A new YouGov Economist poll revealing nearly 7 in 10 Americans think our country is out of control under President Biden. 90% of Republicans, 70% of independents, and 48% of Democrats all agreeing with that. The top issue, though, still inflation. 23% of those polled labeled it their most important factor. All this happening during the ongoing anti-Israel protests happening in American university campuses. Cops at UCLA overnight arrested protesters who refused to leave. They tear down the plywood barricades as well, and they were seen walking protesters out in handcuffs. Todd, your reaction?
7 in 10 people are right. Just look at the scenes on your screen right now. Does this look like an America in control? No, this is an America out of control. And for those people who say, compare the riots, let's call them what they are, to what we saw in the summer of 2020 when Trump was president, you're just looking at a calendar. You're not looking at the underlying reasons for those riots in the summer of 2020. Those riots were because of Democrat policies, and they all occurred in Democrat cities. So when you try to compare the two, the only similarity is that this shouldn't happen in America. And right now, America is rotting at the head, and the head of America is Joseph Robinette Biden. He needs to speak about this. He needs to get this under control, or his precious re-election hopes are gone come November, because this is bad for our country.
I mean, he hasn't said a word. How is this possible? We haven't heard Biden say anything, and we've got all these universities dealing with these thousands of protesters. Not a word on the anti-Semitism raging across the country. How is that possible?
And I made the joke earlier that the things that the White House is talking about today, toxic lead pipes. Look, I don't want my lead pipes to be toxic, but at the end of the day, maybe you address the more important issue that is literally on our screens right now. He's also talking about the San Gabriel Mountains. Well, if you want to focus on California today, where the San Gabriel Mountains are, I don't know, maybe focus on UCLA.
Yeah, how about that, Mr. President? What do you think, Mark?
I mean, this not too long after he was criticizing gas stoves, wanted those banned as well,
yeah,
right?
That's right. Well, we had Joe Germanotta on yesterday. Lady Gaga's father is a restaurant owner in New York. He said, I said, how's business? You know, what's the headlines? He said, I just had to register my grill. He got a letter from the government. He had to register the grill. I mean, these are the kind of costs and changes that are being forced on small business.
They want to strip us of our freedoms. Yeah. So when we talk about this country being out of control, they want to strip us of our freedoms. We've got more crime than ever. The border's wide open. Awful foreign policy. Inflation is reaccelerating. The economy is slowing from a growth standpoint.
Absolutely.
It is out of control. And that's why people are looking for alternatives to President Biden. He's a complete no-show. He can't even get up there and lead the country and speak to the issues we're facing, condemn lawlessness behavior like we're experiencing right now. So, you know, obviously people are getting fed up with him.
I think that was a slip and an ad lib when he told Howard Stern that he would debate Trump. I think his people must have gone nuts.
Never happened.
I agree. It'll never happen. Independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., meanwhile, called on President Biden to take a no-spoiler pledge in October. Watch this.
This is the no spoiler pledge, which we're announcing today. This is a pledge that I offer to take if President Biden also takes it. Both parties agree to co-fund in mid-October a 50-state poll with 30,000 or more likely voters. So this is essentially, effectively, zero margin of error in October of 2024. The survey will test the results of a head-to-head race, pitting President Biden against President Trump, and a second head-to-head race, pitting me against President Trump. I would be President Biden and myself pledge that whomever performs weakest against President Trump in a two-man contest will drop out of the presidential race.
What do you think, Rebecca?
I mean, common sense, right? The number that stuck out to me when you talked about 7 in 10 Americans is the 48% of Democrats, Maria, that say, hey, the country is out of control under a Democratic president. This is total appeasement, and people do not listen to their ears when you're lying to them. They look at what's happening with their eyes and say, you're lying to me. I can see that grocery store prices are up almost 20% since you started. I can see that I can't go to my school and even attend. I mean, you're asking people to put their menorahs away. way. You're having Jewish students that are hiding or trying to obfuscate the fact that they're Jewish just to attend class. I mean, this is lawlessness. If you want this to continue with this existing administration.
Well, good luck with the spoiler pledge.
That's not going to happen.
I don't think Joe Biden's going to agree to any spoiler pledge.
But you know what? I love what RFK says there, because he's basically saying, Biden, you can't win. I mean, at this point, at this stage of the game, given what's going on with Biden cognitively, about the only thing that could resuscitate his political career would be a Neuralink brain chip from Elon Musk. And the problem with that is he doesn't like Elon Musk. Good luck getting that chip in your brain, bud. Not happening.
Do we ever hear from President Biden around sundown? There's something called sundowning.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. What do you think? Yeah,
you don't.
We haven't. I mean, I'm no doctor, although I was pre-med for like 10 minutes. But you could be onto something, Maria Bartiromo.